Good afternoon. In fact, first of all, I am privileged to share dais with very dignity and who's who of the power sector of the country. Thank you. Uh, Sir, I have certain views to submit. Say, we intend to connect the right from the east to the west of the Asia. Needless to say, it is a mandatory. We have set a very ambitious target. First 175 GW, 275 GW, and 450 GW by 2030. Now, probably if we see the load growth, we may not able to harness the full renewable when it generates in a peak. So we need to transfer this power with a displacement. And if we see the terrain or the subsea marine cable installation and many other things, it's also large time taken projects. So I think without waiting much, we need to decide, deliberate and correlate with the development of the renewable and probably similar ambitious target maybe with the other country like Bangladesh or this side also. So we need to harness the renewable energy in toto, and that will be only feasible if our country is connected with the other countries. No doubt simply connecting may not give anything. Say now the connection will be through either with a marine cable, subsea cable or a very long transmission line. And as I understand, the terrain is also a challenge. So the cost of construction, O&M maintenance of the line, etc. will be very high. And probably the transmission cost may require to be think because the cost of renewable power may go substantially down by 2030, but probably the cost of transmission may increase. So we can take one view or the call that it may be supported by United Nations or something where the till the date they were supporting for the development within the country. Now the time has come that such institute like UN or USAID or GIZ may give a soft loan or fund which is naturally required between the countries or for the holistic development of the region. So that may be taken into account. And otherwise what will happen that it shall be difficult to go for such a massive investment in the transmission. Or it can be things like that there will not be, because the long-term contracts are now getting reduced. So by the time we land up to that situation of transmission network available, probably there will not be any long-term buyer. So we need to think about the per unit transfer charge on the transmission like short-term openness consumer pays today. And to counterbalance certain variability, hydro of the other neighboring country can be accounted, can be tied up so that homogeneous transfer takes place between the countries. And we need to already Batra Sahab and Ghanshyam Prasad sir has said that there is a good displacement in terms of time zone difference, so we can avail the golden opportunity of sunrise at one place where the demand is at other place and sunset at one place where other place require the power. So with all these things, I am of the opinion that this is a right time to rather concretely decide about the finalization of such network, the mechanism for the settlement, mechanism for the balancing of the power between the countries. And it can be also one out of box thought is there. It can be in terms of not money, but it can be in terms of the fuel exchange. Suppose the Gulf countries are having huge potential of the fossil fuel. India is in need of such fuel. Probably electricity may flow from here to there, but instead of money, it comes in terms of fuel which is available with them. So certain alternatives can be think of, and I think we should go ahead with the whatever mission we have taken on hand. Thank you.